am constantly hearing that print on demand is not profitable. And so today I'm going to walk you through how to calculate your Etsy print on demand profit, not only for single product listings, but if you're trying to sell multiple products in this same sale, to make sure that your profit is accurate and you're actually bringing home as much as you think you're bringing home with print on demand. By the end of this video, you should walk away with a better understanding on how much Etsy takes out in their fees, as well as how you might want to price your products if you're offering multiple products in the same list. There are multiple ways that you can sell your products, obviously. One of those is going to be listing your products on your own website, and another way is going to be just starting and listing your products on Etsy. There are plenty of benefits for starting your business by launching on Etsy, but I want to make sure that you understand the differences on why the fees look different on Etsy versus other platforms. As an example, if you launch your own website, so call it makeItRain.com, and I wanted to sell products there, those products are going to live on my website. People can find them, but it's going to be very tricky for me to generate traffic to that website organically because maybe I'm not a well-known brand. People likely aren't looking for my stuff, so I'm likely going to have a large audience where I can get my products in front of people, or I'm going to have to pay money in ads to make sure that I'm driving people to my own website. The beauty of launching on a platform like Etsy is that they already have a lot of that traffic. There are constantly people already on Etsy every single day searching for different gifting moments or birthday items or just general products that they have interest in. And so the fact that they already have large amounts of traffic on that website makes it easier for you, a new seller, or maybe a seller that's been selling on different platforms, to capture some of those eyeballs without having to pay a lot of upfront money to spend to get that traffic to your products. And because Etsy already has this traffic, they include fees in their structure for people that list their product to make sure that they are getting profit from folks like me and you that want to list our products on Etsy. This is completely standard. If you list your products on other websites like Amazon, for example, there are also going to be fees involved to make sure that your products are showing up on this platform that already has a lot of traffic. There are also a ton of other benefits that come with launching on a platform like Etsy, and that is they have a bunch of protections put in place for their sellers. One being that if you are shipping your products on time and have good status with Etsy and something gets happened where your products get lost in the mail, Etsy will actually protect you in a lot of senses and cover that charge that the client might have wanted to get refunded to them. So there are a lot of protections in place for sellers like me and you that make it more worthwhile to pay these small percentages of fees to list our products on Etsy. Because of all of these juicy benefits that Etsy allows for sellers to enjoy, your fee structure is going to be a little bit heftier on Etsy than if you were to just launch your own .com business because of that ability to have additional traffic already baked in for you. So if you are launching your own .com website, it is definitely still possible to get that off the ground. You'll just have to keep note here that the fees will be less because the only fees associated here are going to be payment processing fees. If you're selling e-commerce and you're selling across the web, there's going to be a credit card involved, and that would mean that there will be payment processing fees, so you can't escape that regardless of which platform. But that would be the main fee taken out by your web host there, as opposed to going over to Etsy. We're going to have additional fees paid directly to the Etsy platform for each sale that happens. If any platform that you have is going to have maybe a monthly fee, but for Etsy, there's going to be fees that need to be taken out directly with every single purchase because Etsy is likely a huge reason of why that person found you. So the best way to walk you through this and explain this a bit more in depth is to just give an example and walk through step by step how you would calculate profits for an example that's live, so that way you can do your own examples for your own products. So what I have here is I've just searched for hoodie on Etsy right now. It's right around the corner from Father's Day. I'm shooting this on June 13th. So Father's Day hoodies, Father's Day products are all the rage. And we can see here that this product utilizing my Everbee extension, not the best seller for print on demand and not the best seller for this category, but very realistic to something that you could list and do yourself as a print on demand seller, or switch it up, make it more different, make it more unique for the next holiday that's coming up. We can see here it's generating about 12 sales per month. If you're interested in kind of seeing more of these sales figures, I'm using Everbee, which allows me to take a look at the back end data. I'll drop a link to them in the description below, and you can sign up and actually get all this data for your own research as well. What we can see here is the pricing structure that they're utilizing. I'm going to do a full video on all of the different pricing strategies that you could open your own print on demand store with or change and test out in your shop. If that's interesting, please drop that in the comments below. And while you're here, please like and subscribe. What we can see with this specific example example is that they are kind of going with a anchor pricing strategy where they are showing you that the full price of this is $68 and they're giving you a 50% off coupon basically. And so with Father's Day right around the corner, they're probably trying to incentivize and say, wow, I can get 50% off if I order this. It's obviously working. There are 20 of these in carts. So it's likely that their monthly sales have actually shot up significantly and this data isn't like fully accurate for the Father's Day month. What I've done here is I have pulled in the hoodie large and then I've just chosen sand. Given that I've been in the print and demand game for a while, I'm very familiar with this model, so we can take a look at what the pricing is for this model. That hoodie that we saw is the Gildan 18500 hoodie, and it's listed here on Printful as an example for $22.19 if you don't have the growth plan or $17.15 with Printful growth. I highly recommend that if you were getting serious about print on demand, you take a look at upgrading to more of these paid tiers with platforms like Printful. Printful here is going to offer a steep discount of $5 per item, which can make or break your margin and actually allow you to offer a lower price to your customers and make a higher margin if you are doing the volume that elicits it. So right off the bat, a $5 savings here, and their shipping is about $8.49 for the first item. But if you offered multiple products in the same order, that next item is only $2.50 incremental to ship that out. So now that we know what folks are charging for this hoodie and we also know what it would cost us for this hoodie, we can start to put together the pieces that gives you an idea on how profitable certain products are with print on demand. So what I have here is I've actually designed my own Etsy profitability calculator. I've used all of them across the web and they all work pretty well, where it'll actually allow you to put in your revenue, the costs, and calculate out what you can expect from a print on demand profitability. But one important thing that has been a game changer for my business that I haven't really found a calculator that works well on is going to be when you're offering and shipping multiple products in the same order. All of these calculators that I've been able to find kind of just show you if you were to ship one and what that profitability would look like. But as we just saw on Printful, that shipping price for the second product is actually pretty affordable. So you don't have to pay $8 every time you ship one of these out. If there are 2 hoodies in the single order, it's only going to be an incremental $2-ish to ship that out. So I wanted to have a better understanding for these big niches like bachelorette parties and girls' birthdays, what it would look like and how we could calculate that profitability for multiple items in the same order. And so I've built together this profitability calculator. If this is something you have interest in, please sign up for my newsletter. It's completely free. I'm dropping that in the description below. You'll get access to this completely free profitability calculator. I'm not selling anything. It's just a way for me to continue to show and give value to my audience. And I'm really excited and getting feedback on how you are using this for your own print on demand shops. Also, go gentle on me. I made it. So let me know if you are having any issues. And the newsletter that you're signing up for is something where I'm just launching it. Basically every week, every couple of weeks, I'm going to compile a lot of trends in those newsletters. I'm constantly making videos about different trends and people are like, wow, this is so helpful to have these trends. But obviously not everybody loves having to watch a 15 to 20 minute video to get all the trends. So for those of you that might prefer getting content more quickly and through like an email perspective, that is the exact kind of reason why I'm launching that. And to give you more opportunities to see what's trending, I'm particularly very interested and excited to understand what people are searching for now. So instead of having to wait for me to edit these videos and things, you'll have it a little bit sooner. So completely free newsletter, completely free tool. Let me know if you like it. That'd be great. So I'm just going to start putting in the information that we found from that listing. So we know that they were charging $68.98 for the hoodie, and their shipping price for that hoodie on Etsy, the customized Father's Day one, was actually $5.99. So they were charging a shipping fee for this product. They were offering a discount of 50%. So keep that in mind that it is a big discount and that's going to get people to your shop. They weren't offering free shipping over $35, so I'm going to leave that toggle off. And when we go down here to the item cost, this is where we're going to actually put in how much Printful would charge you for this product after the Etsy order came in. So we were able to see that Printful charges $17.15 for the actual product, and they charge $8.49 for the first product to go out. But if you did have additional items and we wanted to kind of do another calculation with multiple products being shipped, we can go ahead and include that additional shipping fee of $2.50. From an advertising cost perspective, I'm going to leave this off for now, and I'm just going to leave it at $0. We can play around with how this would change if you did decide to start advertising, whether that be with Etsy ads or your own platform ads. sense. As we scroll down, we're going to see which fees are going to be baked into this transaction when it actually happens. An amazing thing about Etsy is there's sales tax involved here too. We're not going to include that. And the reason we're not is Etsy will already remit those taxes for you, which is another phenomenal reason why it's great to launch on Etsy. All of those sales tax are taken care of for you, with the exception of some like VAT pieces. So if you don't have to register with all these authorities to have taxes given out to all the states, Etsy handles it for you. So that's phenomenal. So the only additional fees we're going to include in here, even though the consumer would actually pay sales tax, are going to be the listing fee. So every time you sell one of these products, it's going to incur a 20-cent listing fee if you are refreshing that listing. So every time you post something on Etsy, it's 20 cents to list it. And then let's say you have 10 of them that you have. Every time you sell one of those, it's going to relist that product. You can have this on a manual setup too, meaning that when your product sells, you'd have to manually go in and renew that listing and then get charged at 20 cents again. I just have mine on where if I sell a product, immediately put that product back up and allow that listing fee to fire again, so I'm not sold out of that product at any time. There's also going to be a transaction fee. As I mentioned, Etsy will charge a fee for you being able to list on their platform, and that is this 6.5% of revenue, and that's going to go across the revenue from the product, so the hoodie, and also the revenue from the shipping. So you have to pay that 6.5% on basically any money coming into Etsy. There's also going to be payment processing. So payment processing is going to differ a little bit based off of the plan that you select, but I've gone with the average here and made this be about 3% and then 25 cents on every order. So this is the way that Etsy offers it, and it's built in here for payment processing and them accepting credit cards on your behalf. And so this is very standard. If you have your own website, you would also have to pay some sort of payment processing. Now, sometimes these fees go down or could go up depending on how you have it set up, but this is pretty standard for the industry. So you don't actually have to change anything on the Etsy fees. So once I have all that inputted the way that I like, I can just hit calculate profit. What this will do is it will spit out the total revenue that would be coming in for this order. So this customer, excluding tax, would have to pay $40.48 for this hoodie. And the cost breakdown means that it would cost us about $29.94 to actually ship this product out and pay Etsy for allowing us to make that sale. $17.15 goes to Printful, an additional $8.49 goes to Printful to actually print, package, and ship this hoodie out. And then these other fees are all broken down for what would go to Etsy for this order. So now that we know that the customer's paying about $40.48 and we would have to pay $29.94, you can scroll down a little bit further and you will see what your profit margin is for this product, assuming that you listed something similar to this. Your profit margin would be 26%, so $10.54, which is a super healthy print on demand margin. And typically speaking, anytime you can get above like 20% up to 40% is phenomenal. Sometimes there are reasons why you would take a lower profit margin, and that's maybe you're just starting out your shop or you're wanting to get competitive given a holiday season and make your listing more desirable. So there's plenty of reasons why you'd be willing to take less. Certain products also just get a better profit margin. This is a personalized product, so it makes sense why it would be charging a little bit more. They have to go ahead and make this customized design. So keep that in mind with your margin. You can also go back and make these changes and kind of get a better understanding on, okay, let's say that I did have marketing that I wanted to put behind this product, and you're going to assume that it's going to cost you 15% of the total order to make this sale. If you are doing Etsy ads and there is an off-site ad that takes place that actually causes your product to be sold, that's typically going to be about 15 percentage points of your order. So that's a pretty reasonable understanding here. So I'll just rerun this to see how that changes the profitability. So keep that in mind there. Just by putting in a slight advertising fee and assuming that there's going to be some advertising dollars behind this, our profit margin has gone from over 20% down to 11%. So it's really helpful to make sure that you are utilizing kind of profitability trackers like this to ensure that when you are opting into advertising or making a change to your pricing, you are still profitable. And where this tool gets really cool too is we are currently only looking at if there was a single item sold. But let's say that you wanted to offer this exact same product, but even do a steeper discount if somebody buys two. Buying two for your dad and for grandpa could be a good way to differentiate yourself across Etsy by having more of that bulk discount. So So let's play around with that and see what happens when we actually change those figures. So I'm going to go ahead again and say $0 for our advertising cost. And then I'm going to come back up to here and I'm going to say, okay, it's 50% off if you order one, but let's do 60% off if you order two. And that's something that we would include in the listing. And then I'm going to go down to here and make sure that my number of items reflects that. So I'm going to hit calculate profit. So now what we can see here is that by doing that and by offering the same pricing structure for the most part, but just offering a little bit of a steeper discount and saying we're going to offer two of these, the profit goes down to $7.30 per item, which is a 23.9% profit margin. So while you're making more revenue and profit in total, your profit margin is a little bit slimmer. So there's a ton of ways you can start structuring this for your products to say, we're going to offer an even deeper discount if somebody orders 4 of them, and start kind of differentiating yourself from other products out there. So there are a ton of different ways for you to use this tool if you are in categories like bachelorette parties, girls' nights, all types of different bulk listings. Another one that's really popular is going to be like family vacation, which is happening right around the corner. You can start to play around with this tool to start understanding. If you want to start offering bundles, what would that mean for your pricing structure to make sure that you are still staying profitable? Hopefully that was helpful in giving you a better understanding on how Etsy calculates their fees and what you can expect when you actually make a sale on Etsy. Keep in mind that this is going to be the profitability on an individual sale. You are still going to have additional fees incurred for your design software, maybe your research tools like Everbee. Perhaps you are opting into the growth plan with platforms like Printful. Those are all going to be fixed costs that you just have to pay once per month, but make sure that you are keeping that in the back of your mind too. For myself, my monthly fixed costs are under $100 per month, and that's me having multiple different platforms that are not necessarily needed when you first get started. But keep that in mind as you're thinking through your own profitability. If this is helpful, please let me know. I will drop a link to my newsletter to sign up and get access to this tool completely for free in the description. If you have any questions, comments, please drop them below. I will be posting a video coming up soon on all the different pricing strategies that builds off of what we just learned here today. Thank you so much for coming, and I will catch you on the next one.